Hello, good morning students. Hope you are all fine. Let's move to inorganic qualitative analysis. In previous inorganic qualitative analysis, our first practical, but in detect aim is to detect one positive and one negative ion from the given inorganic salt. Here, this is your inorganic salt. But here, today, we have to do all the particles in original solution. That means solid salt plus water, that is our original solution. So we have to do all the tests in original solution. No need to do any test in solid salt. Okay? So here we have to do all the tests in original solution. Here you have to remember we have to do all the tests in original solution. So and we have three tests. First, dilute ester sulfur test. Second, concentrated ester sulfur test. Third, BaCl2 test for SO4 minus 2 and PO4 minus 3. So let's start dilute ester sulfur test. Original solution. Same test we have to do in original solution. In previous year we have done all the tests in solid. But same procedure, same process, we have to do all these tests in original solution. So, original solution plus dilute H2SO4. No any gas, no any vapors evolve. That means CO3 minus 2, SO4 minus 2, NO3 minus all are absent. Next test, concentrated ester sulfur test. Say original solution concentrated ester sulfur. See, original solution plus concentrated ester sulfur. You can see here colorless gas is evolved. You can see here colorless gas evolved. Let's check the order. Colorless gas evolved with pungent odor. In concentrated ester sulfur, you have to remember if colorless gas evolved with pungent odor, that means Cl minus may be present. Let's move. Original solution plus concentrated H2SO4. Dip a glass rod in ammonia solution. Glass rod. Dip a glass rod in ammonia solution. See, this is ammonia solution. Take this glass rod, mouth of test tube. You can see here white fumes. See, white fumes evolve. That means Cl minus may be present. White fumes evolve, Cl minus may be present. So we have found Cl minus negative ion. Now let's move for positive ion. for group analysis. Same test, original solution, group analysis for zero group. So we have to take original solution plus add dilute NaOH. Before use the bottle, shake. Heat this solution. After heating, we have to dip a glass rod in concentrated HCl. See, concentrated HCl, dip a glass rod in concentrated HCl. Again, this glass rod we have to take the mouth of the test tube. See, you can see here again white fumes. It indicates NH4 plus may be present. Now let's move for confirmation test. Confirmation test for NH4 plus. Again we have to take original solution. For confirmation test for NH4 plus we have to add Nastle's reagent. See, Nastle's reagent. You can see here orange brown precipitates. Orange brown precipitates. That is NH4 plus is confirmed. Now let's move for confirmation test for Cl minus. For Cl minus first confirmation test we have to take dry test tube. Dry test tube. Add pinch of MnO2. Pinch of MnO2. Manganese dioxide. Then add original solution. Then we have to add 2-3 drops of concentrated H2SO4. 2-3 drops of concentrated H2SO4. Then we have to heat the test tube. You can see here yellowish greenish gas. greenish yellowish gas. You can see here. Greenish yellowish gas. That means Cl minus is confirmed. Another test for Cl minus. Again, we have to take original solution, then add silver nitrate. After adding silver nitrate, we got Cardiff white precipitate. It indicates Cl minus is confirmed. Another test, confirmation test for Cl minus. We have to take again original solution, then add lead acetate. You can see here lead acetate. See white precipitates. You can see here white precipitates. So from the unknown solution we got one positive ion, one negative ion. Positive ion is NH4 plus and negative ion is Cl minus. In board exam you have to do like this. First you have to find any positive or negative. After finding this positive and negative, you have to write color, order, flame test, borax speed test. So for original solution, you can see here original solution is white, colorless. So for NH4 Cl solid you can write white, colorless solution. Smell, odor, ammonia like odor. For dry heating test you can write crackling sound. For NH4Cl no need to do borax speed test, no need to do any flame test. In board exam you don't need to do any borax speed test, no need to flame test. Just you have to write what you have already found. Suppose you have found CuSO4, so that means you have to remember Cu plus 2 and SO4 minus 2. What is the color of CuSO4 and what is the flame test of CuSO4 and for borax speed test. In board exam you have to do all this kind of procedure. First of all you have to find one positive ion and one negative ion. After this you have to just write the flame test, borax speed test, dry heating test, color and state. Okay students, so here in organic qualitative analysis, practical number 15, first NH4Cl. Let's do 16 number practical for inorganic CuSO4. In previous video, we have done practical number 15, inorganic qualitative analysis for NH4Cl. So here practical number 16, inorganic qualitative analysis. Here again we have to do all these tests in original solution. In board exam, teachers will give you original solution. From the original solution we have to find one positive ion and one negative ion. In previous year 11th standard we have done all these tests in solid, but here we have to do all these tests in original solution. Same test, same procedure, but we have to do in original solution. So let's find one negative ion, one positive ion from the original solution. We will do the taste for negative ion. First of all, original solution. We have to take original solution. You already know for negative ion we have three tastes: dilute H2SO4 taste, concentrated H2SO4 taste, and third one is PO4 minus 2 taste and SO4 minus 2. So first of all, dilute H2SO4 taste. The solution plus dilute H2SO4. You can see here, no any gas, no any vapors evolve. CO3 2 minus, SO3 2 minus, S minus U, all are absent. Now, confirm concentrated H2SO4 taste. Original solution. Concentrated H2SO4. You can see here, no any gas, no any vapors evolve. That means Cl minus, Br minus, I minus, NO3 minus, all are absent. Let's move. For SO4 minus 2, taste and PO4 minus 3. Again we have to take original solution. Add BaCl2. You can see here BaCl2. Original solution plus BaCl2. You can see here the change, white precipitates. The change is white precipitates. That means SO4 minus 2 may be present. After watching the original solution, we have already known the solution. Blue color solution, that means CuSO4. So here negative ion is found. Let's move for positive ion. For group analysis, same for original solution. Now we will go for zero group analysis. Again we have to take original solution, dilute NaOH. For zero group, NH4 plus. Heat the mixture. No odor of ammonia. That means NH4 plus is absent. Now first group analysis. Again we have to take original solution. Add dilute HCl. You can see here no change. That means first group for Pb plus 2 is absent. But for second group, we have to add only H2S gas. That's why I will keep it here for second group. Just we have to add H2S, aqueous. Original solution plus dilute HCl plus H2S aqueous, we got black precipitates. That means Pb plus 2 or Cu plus 2 may be present. But we already know if our original solution is colored, blue color solution, that means Cu plus 2 may be present. Cu plus 2 may be present. But here we have found positive ion Cu plus 2 and negative ion SO4 minus 2. For confirmation test for Cu plus 2, we will keep it here for confirmation test. So, let's move for confirmation test. We have to heat these black precipitates. We have to heat these black precipitates with dilute nitric acid. Dilute nitric acid. Then we have to heat. After boiling these precipitates separate out. Then after, we have to add few drops of alcohol. Few drops of alcohol and dilute H2SO4 and dilute H2SO4. Here in this confirmation test, if we got white precipitate, that means Pb plus 2 may be present. But here we didn't get any precipitates, that means Cu plus 2 is confirmed. We will continue in this test tube only. If no precipitates, that means Cu plus 2 is confirmed. Now we have to add excess of ammonium hydroxide. Now we have to add excess of ammonium hydroxide. Then add acetic acid. After ammonium hydroxide, we have to add acetic acid. After adding acetic acid, we have to add potassium ferrocyanide. Chocolate brown precipitates, it indicates Cu plus 2 is confirmed. Here we have completed the confirmation test for CO plus 2. So let's move for SO4 minus 2 confirmation test. For SO4 minus 2 confirmation test, we have to take again original solution. Acidified sodium carbonate extract, we got blue precipitates. For SO4 minus 2 confirmation test, original solution acidified sodium carbonate, then add acetic acid. All precipitates is clear. Here we got clear solution. Then we have to add lead acetate. White precipitates, it indicates SO4 minus 2 is confirmed. Another test, confirmation test for SO4 minus 2. Again we have to take original solution. Acidify dilute hydrochloric acid, dilute HCl. Dilute HCl. Then we have to add BaCl2. BaCl2. You can see here white precipitates. See, white precipitates. Clearly, you can see here white precipitates. See, white precipitates. It indicates SO4 minus 2 is confirmed. After this confirmation test for SO4 minus 2 and CO plus 2, in board exam you have to write from this, because from this we know our unknown solution is CuSO4. That means solid CuSO4, blue color. So we can, from this we can write color, odor, dry heating test, flame test and Morris speed test. For blue color solution we already know. That is, the blue color solution is for CO plus 2. That means in dry heating test we have to remember what is the change in dry heating test.